I asked this question on Twitter, and I guess I'll flip it to you all as well. Um, it's still revolving around Heineke. I do have some comments about Rivera too. So I guess we'll be quick with the Heineke thing, and then we could transition to Rivera because I have some things that I'm not necessarily sold on. Like how he's operating right now. But with Taylor Heinicke, what was y'all opinion prior to week one, and then seeing his level of production, whatever you perceive it to be, since we have AJ in here, whatever you perceive it to be, seeing his level of production to this point of the season heading into week five, uh, has your perspective or opinion changed from prior to week one to right now today? I'm gonna go ahead and get this one to Dre first, and then AJ, let me know what you think.
My opinion before the season was I thought that he could do pretty much what Ryan Fitzpatrick was going to do. And my opinion now is pretty much the same. I mean, I think this is what they wanted Ryan Fitzpatrick to be when they signed Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, Heineke's matter of fact. I mean, we're being honest here. The two wins we have, he's a major part of those two wins because we can't say the defense had a major part in those two wins. The defense hasn't done anything all season to be a part of anything but a losing. So he's had a major part in two wins so far this season. I mean, he's getting the ball to Terry like he should. Like the win against the Giants, I think Terry had like 13 or 14 targets. He had 13 targets against the Falcons, and that means they're looking to get their best playmaker the ball, and he is getting the ball. He's making plays, and he's getting the recognition he deserves nationally, and you have to give Taylor some credit for that because Taylor's looking for him, and Taylor is finding him. So, I mean, yeah, Terry has bailed him out maybe on a couple of throws, but what great wide receiver doesn't bail their quarterback out from time to time? So, I think he's doing exactly what they would have wanted Ryan Fitzpatrick to do up until this point, and that was my opinion before the season.
AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I think it hasn't changed for me personally. I think he's just another guy. I think sometimes we're getting enamored with the fact that he's making plays with his feet. But I mean, if you look around the league, most of the guys that are starting at quarterback can do the same exact thing at this point. There's not too many stationary guys like the Tom Brady's or the Phillip Rivers or Ben Roethlisberger's back in the day. Most of these guys can't create on the go. I think with Taylor having to step in and being the starter, it's affected the offense being able to go downfield more. That's the one thing that Ryan Fitzpatrick could do. He could push the ball downfield more. I don't feel like they're doing that with Taylor. I think he's like kind of locking in on one guy, one read systems pretty much at the time and looking for those checkdowns. And, we're not really seeing the explosiveness of the Miami Browns that we've heard about, been raved about. Curtis Samuel even coming back this week. We didn't see anybody going deep. We didn't see Curtis Samuel go deep. We didn't really see Terry go deep. And I think that's also due to the fact that he doesn't have the best arm strength. There was a particular play, I can't remember because I was actually at the Colts and Miami Dolphins game, which was trash, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
But
shout out to them Colts covering though.
Yep.
But I was watching. It was a certain play. I want to say it was a third down, and one of the receivers ran a comeback route on the right side of the sideline, and you could just see that that's the reason why they talk about the lack of arm strength. He could not get the ball there. I tweeted about it, and it's just he is who he is, and I guess like Dre said, you really can't do anything about it at this point because they're not going to bring in reinforcements to challenge him. I just would think with Taylor being familiar with Scott Turner so much in this playbook, even before his tenure with Washington, that it would be opened up a little bit more. I think I'm looking for a little bit more trickery or more utilization of the speed that you do have at wide receiver, especially when you bring Curtis Samuel into the fold. I'm just not seeing that yet. And, he is who he is.
So,
But to be fair, hold on, but before you go, Jamal, with Curtis Samuel, I don't think they wanted to put too much on his plate last game. I don't even think he got that many snaps. He was on a snap count, and they were using him in a gadget type of sense, like he was running behind the line of scrimmage a lot of times, and they was using him in those short yardage situations. But I think the more he plays, maybe you will get to see him go downfield a little bit more. But that's just my thought on Curtis Samuel.
I mean, but I would think if you're gonna use them in the gadget way more than likely, it'd probably be safer and healthier for him to run downfield rather than behind the line of scrimmage where people are going to be keying on you as soon as you hike the ball. So I don't know. I'm just intrigued to see what they do, with Curtis back into the fold. I realized he was on a limited play count, but still you have Diami Brown, who we have not seen use his speed yet.
Well, he can't separate. That's his issue right now.
That's where
Whole hard in the trenches. Ask a nigga what he benching. Triple digits, nigga. Don't forget to mention. Whole hard in the trenches. Ask a nigga.